I played the U.S. Women's Nationals a couple weeks ago, and I was seeded 1. Unfortunately, I missed out last year because I was injured with my ruptured Achilles, so this was kind of coming back into the Nationals, and coincidentally, the finals happened to be my 1-year anniversary of rupturing my Achilles. So when I saw the draw, I really wanted to go in there and just prove to everybody that I'm back, better than ever. And, you know, I may not have played last year, but, you know, I'm coming back, and I'm back where I belong at the #1 spot in the U.S. So, and just to have it kind of finish and have the finals on my 1-year anniversary was all the more reason why I wanted to go in there and just and win it. Well, I mean, the journey was unbelievably long. It's just, looking back at it, if I had to do it again, I don't know if I could. It's filled with so many ups and downs, and it tests you mentally. It really tests you, and there are a lot of times where I had doubts, being like, oh, am I gonna come back to the level that I was before I was injured? And so it was a really, really long process, and it takes forever to recover from. But, you know, I just stuck at it day by day, focused on the little goals. Fortunately, I had an amazing team around me to support me and believed in me. And so, you know, the cliche statement of you come back stronger from an injury is kind of true. And now I feel like I'm playing better than I did before I was injured.
So I think that's amazing. I think for herself to have come back from a big and serious injury and being out for like nearly a year, I think it's for her confidence. It's huge, and yeah, and I think she's building up back to where she was, and even like stronger now for like other tournaments. So it's very positive.
Personally, I'm really pleased to win my 4th U.S. National Championship title. It's always a big statement being the #1 player in your country, and the fact that I'm the #1 player in the U.S. and the U.S. is really growing in terms of squash and putting people on the map and getting up there in the world rankings, and I kind of want to spearhead that momentum and be the leader in the pack. And so, you know, I really want to go in there and show that the U.S. can produce top squash players, and they can make it into the top 10 in the world, and give hope to the, you know, the next generation of juniors coming along. It's great being a part of the college squash team on the coaching side now, because I've kind of been through it all. I've lived through college squash. I know what the guys are going through. I know what it's like to compete at that national level and be under an immense amount of pressure, and also have the kind of all the emotions that come with it. And so just to provide my experience and give that back to the guys that I'm coaching on the MIT squash team is just a huge privilege. Yeah, Thierry is amazing. Honestly, I've worked with so many coaches, but he's by far the best, and he's fully invested in the people he coaches, which is why I love working with him. And he provides so much knowledge and expertise, and he genuinely just like really cares about the game, really cares about the players he coaches, which you don't really find that a lot of times. And so this past year I was just supposed to be the fill-in assistant coach, but, you know, working with him and working with the guys on the team, I loved it, and I've become just as invested as he has with the guys on the team. And so, you know, I told him that I want to continue working as the assistant coach, so I'm really pleased to continue working with the guys, continue working with Thierry.
Yeah, so she started on it this year, and she told me, look, I'm going to give it a try and see for next season how it goes. And she did a tremendous job. A lot of connection with the guys. She's credible. She's legit. She knows, you know, what she's talking about. So the guys are super attentive. And during the match, she's been there as well. She played for Harvard, and she's been undefeated for those 4 years. You haven't lost a match, so that's pretty awesome. So she knows how to handle the pressure. She knows how it feels to be out there, you know, with, you know, all the crowd and all, you know, the environment. So I think that was a massive impact and asset for us. And then, so at the end of the season, she said, "Look, I'm gonna stay because I just love it." And my guys just appreciate, the expertise as well. It's a nice chemistry, I really, well, it was, I think, really a joy for me, and I was lucky enough that she asked me, to help her, like 4 or 5 years ago. So I just moved into this country, and I felt that it was a good way for me to transmit and to try to share my experience, and we're on the same page. She has a lot of, like good character. She's mentally so strong, and she has a lot of determination, physically very strong. Same style that I used to have. So we have a lot of common things, and we want to achieve the very best. So, this is, I think, we're on the same page for her, for me, for the program. And I think that's the atmosphere around here, it's just superb for that.